News 25 is brought to you by Dr. George Leeks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a local man is killed in an ATV accident, and a group of people joined together to repair water lines. News 25 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
An off-road vehicle crash results in a fatal injury. It's Monday, May 20th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. A male ATV rider was found deceased on the roadway Saturday night. Law enforcement is investigating a single vehicle accident that occurred on Saturday night on Mesquite Avenue. The male rider of the off-road vehicle was pronounced deceased on scene. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the area where Pahrump Valley Disposal is located. Passerbys found the male unresponsive near the ATV. How the accident occurred is still under investigation. And police say a 59-year-old Las Vegas man was killed Saturday morning in a crash in Las Vegas. Another driver, a 27-year-old female from Pahrump, sustained moderate injuries. Yanti Altano, police say, was the driver of a Toyota pickup, and Teodoro Martinez Rios died as a result of the crash after he ran a red light and crashed into the car driven by Altano. The crash took place around 8:20 in the morning in the intersection of Charleston Boulevard and Town Center Drive. The male driver of the pickup was not wearing a seatbelt and was pronounced deceased on scene. The driver of the other car was wearing a seatbelt. Police do not suspect impairment was a factor in this crash. Well, the Wheeler Well project was a huge success over the weekend. Volunteers placed the pipes underground on the mountain to continue to provide wildlife with water year-round.
What we're doing here, we're at Wheeler Well, which is about 15 miles southeast of Highway 160 in Pahrump. The horses and wild animals come down here and use this well for water during the summer and winter. And people come up here and unfortunately vandalize the well. So we're trying to bury the line that goes to the well that comes from a spring about 300 yards behind me, and so that it can't be vandalized or people driving over it won't hurt it. The well was started quite a while ago. The original custodian of the well was named Dick Sr., and he aged on and turned it over to a friend of mine, Don Deal, and the Old Geezers 4x4 club, or side-by-side club, and they've been taking care of it. Don actually hauled water up here in a 500-gallon plastic tank for a whole summer to fill this tank for the animals, and we got the line working again, and so we've kind of taken over where they've left off, trying to keep this well going for the animals. I've witnessed personally elk, deer, horses, donkeys, burros, whatever, and all sorts of birds and animals use this well, and it's a shame that people vandalize it. So when the line was on top of the surface, it was really hard not to damage it when they used it. So yeah, we're just trying to bury it and get it out of the way.
Gary and I, we talked about this because he and I come up here very frequently and fix the line and unplug it and that type of thing. So we decided we wanted to do a permanent fix, and we talked to the club about it, and they said, well, sure, we'll do a work party whenever. And we started looking for people to donate stuff, and we had Ahern Rentals. They've graciously donated the equipment, food, and a lot of stuff. Great Basin Well Service donated some pipe, and Larry's Well Drilling Service also donated a very large amount of pipe for us to be able to use to bury this line.
Yeah, we just, they came in looking to get some rentals to, kind of help out the community and get all this fixed up, and I figured that was a perfect opportunity to come out and donate some time and my guys and my equipment and make a little bit of a difference around here. I mean, having the equipment definitely makes it a little bit easier for us, but yeah, we do a ton of off-roading out here, and this, in my mind, one of the landmarks out here in Pahrump. So,
how big is the trench that you're looking at digging for this line?
I would say it's probably going to end up being about 200 feet and probably about 18 inches down. Out here in Pahrump, it's all about doing stuff for the community. I mean, me, my wife, my kids, we come up here all the time, and it's just kind of sad seeing things go to waste like this, and you know, vandalism out here, trash all over the place. So I'm hoping between the new partnership we got, I'm hoping we can just make a difference and change all different kinds of things around here.
I used a shovel to get all the rocks out.
Did you see the wild horse over there, and can you tell me what you think about it?
It was tiny and it was cute.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you think that this is important?
So the animals could have freedom and eat and stuff so they don't get skinny.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were the rocks heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you excited that you did this project today?
Yes. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for inviting me. We'll have more news right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, police and fire were dispatched to a domestic disturbance, which resulted in property damage, including 2 small fires at a home on Pearl Lane.
Patrol members be advised.
Chantel Ratliff has been arrested for assault with a deadly weapon, first-degree battery, battery by a prisoner, destroying property of another, and arson in the first degree. According to the Nye County Sheriff's Office declaration of arrest, deputies were dispatched on May 18th to an address on Pearl Lane here in Pahrump in reference to a domestic battery. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue were also dispatched for a report of a fire within the home. According to witnesses, Miss Ratliff had lit 2 fires within the home that she lived with what appears to be her grandparents. The witnesses on scene said that Ms. Ratliff struck her grandmother several times and also lit her bed and a bathroom on fire. They say that Ratliff was intoxicated during the event. The grandparent said that Ratliff came home after an argument with her boyfriend in which she had left her vehicle in the intersection of Pearl Street and Mesquite Avenue because it ran out of gas. The grandmother says that Ratliff had started a fire on her bed using a spray can of enamel. The victim says that she had to put out the ignited bed and pillow with her hand. This caused first-degree burns on the individual. After that fire was put out, they say that Ms. Ratliff locked herself in the hallway bathroom. They say that's when they heard the spray paint can once again. Both individuals inside the home were able to unlock the door and make entry. They observed that the wall above the toilet was on fire, as well as a roll of toilet paper and a few towels. At that time, they say that Ratliff entered the room with a knife and said, "Prepare to meet Jesus." They also say that the individual punched her grandmother several times. After she was done, she then exited the residence and threw a large brick through the individual's truck and then through the windshield of another vehicle. Chantel Ratliff was then taken into custody by the Nye County Sheriff's Office, and at that time police say that she then accosted the officer on scene. The report says that she grabbed the deputy by the neck, spit on him, and then called him a racial slur. Officers say that she continued to resist and fight as she was taken into custody and transported to the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. And let's go to today's Business First Brief.
Tapping our news, the Federal Reserve is concerned about climate change. It's because wicked weather could send a severe shockwave through the financial system. Fed Chair Jerome Powell tells Senator Brian Schatz of Hawaii addressing climate change is a responsibility that Congress has entrusted to other agencies, but the Federal Reserve has tools to prepare financial institutions for severe weather events. The number of babies born is down 4 years in a row, and now the rate is at a 32-year low. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention warns it could stall economic growth with fewer younger Americans joining the workforce. Money is one of the leading stresses in relationships. A financial planner tells CNBC there is a simple trick to ease the pressure. Put some extra cash in a Mad Money account each month for an occasional spending splurge.
Thanks, Angela. Well, one person was transported by ground ambulance over the weekend following a two-vehicle crash. A female in her 50s was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue ambulance to Desert View Hospital with injuries sustained as a result of a two-vehicle accident that occurred on Saturday afternoon on Barney Street, just north of Charleston Park. How the accident occurred is under the investigation of the Nye County Sheriff's Office. However, both vehicles only sustained moderate damage. No injuries were reported by the driver and only occupant of the pickup truck that was carrying a trailer. And another crash today required police and medics to respond this afternoon near Ian Deutsch Memorial Park. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a two-vehicle accident this afternoon on Dandelion and Honeysuckle Streets. Luckily, no injuries were reported as a result of this collision. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue diverted traffic around the accident scene while the investigation was being conducted. News 25 will return after this break.
News 25 is brought to you by Bill and Robin Law, injury attorneys. Injured, need money? Get Bill and Robin, your local Pahrump injury attorneys.
Well, the Special Olympics torch run was held Saturday morning. Athletes and law enforcement officers ran through the town to kick off the annual Summer Games.
It was fantastic. We had really nice weather, good turnout, a lot of support from the community. Today it was just Nye County Sheriff's Office. We did have Sheriff's Auxiliary there as well. We had 5 officers that actually ran today with the athletes. So the law enforcement torch run is a statewide, it's a nationwide event where the torch travels statewide, ending at Summer Games in Reno. We do depart on May 30th, and we'll be taking 15 athletes.
Wonderful. So all from Pahrump, what types of activities will they be involved in the Summer Games?
Usually there's going to be shot put. We do have both men and women competing in that, and then we also have 50-meter dash, 25-meter dash. We've got softball throw, running long jump, standing long jump, and then we do have a couple athletes running the 100 and the 200.
The law enforcement torch run was started in 1981 by Chief Richard Lemunion in Wichita, Kansas. He wanted the law enforcement community to give back to the community, so he got his athletes, his officers together, and they ran with some Special Olympic athletes down the streets of Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah.
That little flicker turned into a flame, and now we carry a torch, which we call the Flame of Hope. The officers are guardians of the flame. So we just completed the law enforcement torch run here, where we had officers out running with our athletes, and we have an officer and an athlete carry the torch. Officer, athlete, we're supporting them.
Yeah.
We're carrying the Flame of Hope, and we just want to raise awareness to our communities and hopefully raise some money to help these athletes do what they love, which is compete, have a good time. They can always go to the Nevada LETR website. They can donate, they can click to be a fan, they can be coaches, whatever they like to do, however they want to get involved. I actually did a tip-a-cop, which is where we go out and we serve drinks, serve food. Celebrity, they call us celebrity waiters and waitresses. And we raise money that way for Special Olympics. So if we have any officers out there that sounds fun, they can even start one where they are. If you want to be a coach, come on out, sign up, we'll get you going.
Have a good Summer Games. Well, BJ Hedrick Irwin invites everyone to get your tickets now for the 17th annual Miss Senior Golden Years pageant.
Hi there, honey. This is our 17th year of Miss Senior Golden. Can you believe how time fast when you're having fun? It was just a year ago, and this year the pageant is dedicated to our beautiful queen, our first queen who passed away. Her name is Eileen DaCosta. She ran as our queen in 2008, and it was a very sad occasion. What a beautiful lady she was. And her son, her grandson, will be playing the keyboard, who has played over Bellagio and plays all to the better, the upstanding casinos over in Vegas. He will be playing in her honor tonight on the keyboard. And you know, we started with 6, and at our age, you never know what's going to happen. And of course, Dot Abrams, and we all know who Dot is. Yeah. And she fractured her knee, fell and fractured her kneecap. Not at my studio, but she was outside watering and fell over a hose. So, girl, please be careful. She fractured her knee very, very bad and her wrist. But she'll be back next year, and she will be down in front at the. So I'll represent her also. I'm feeling much better, and thanks to a lot of prayers. And I'm lucky to be here tonight. They were just wonderful. They talked like they knew what they were going to say. Yeah. They're very nervous, and you just watch them grow. You saw how the contestants now got up and entertained. Yeah. Can you remember how they were at the beginning? Yeah. And it's just marvelous. In fact, our opening number is going to be all the former contestants, the queens, and all. So it's going to be great. But please call me or Missy Sears at 727-9549. Or Jackie Greco, 751-3468. And all my contestants have tickets. Okay. June the 8th at 7 o'clock at Saddle West Hotel and Casino. Yeah. God bless Saddle West.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
All right, let's take a look outside. We had some wild weather over the weekend. Did you guys all experience that hail? That was so wild. We'll find out what our weather has in store for this week right after this break.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real. And by Pahrump Rental and Do It Best Hardware. Your friendly small town hardware store. Shop small, shop local.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donahue with today's temperatures. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 76 degrees and a low of 56. In Death Valley, a high of 86, a low of 61. Amargosa at 73.49. Beatty at 71.45. Goldfield 60.34. Tonopah 57, 34. Carson City, a high of 60, a low of 42. Fallon 64.41. And Fernley, a high of 60 and a low of 40 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we have partly cloudy skies. Our high today was 71 degrees. Winds coming out of the west-northwest at 15 miles per hour. Humidity at 27%, and our sunrise at 5:33 a.m. For tonight, it's currently 70 degrees outside with clear skies. Our low tonight will be 49 degrees. 16 mile per hour winds out of the south-southeast with 37% humidity, and our sunset expected around 7:47 p.m. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, we are still seeing some very small chances of rain this week. On Wednesday, we have a 20% chance, and Thursday and Saturday, we have a 10%. Now, temperature-wise, we're really kind of just looking at about those mid to high 70s throughout most of the week, with the exception of Wednesday and Thursday, where our high will be 64 and 69. But other than that, we're pretty much just going to stay in that 70-degree range. For overnight, it's a pretty similar story. On Tuesday, we're going to see a low of 48 degrees. Then from Wednesday through next Monday, we're just going to be hanging out in those low to mid 50s, just between 50 and 57 degrees. So now, if you can't make it home in time to catch the news live on TV, make sure to check out our Facebook page. You can catch the news live every night at 5, and as well as any other news and updates. So now we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna.
Thanks, Michael. Well, if you love soccer, give us a call right now, 775-727-9400, extension 201. I have tickets to the Las Vegas Lights this Saturday night at 7:30. There is a tailgate party at 5:30. If you want your tickets, give us a call, 775-727-9400, extension 201. Tell us how many tickets you want and leave your name and number on the voicemail, and we will call you back. And we want to let everybody know who has a graduate out there, a senior at Pahrump Valley High School. Of course, we will be there recording the graduation and editing a wonderful DVD or digital copy for you. They are $25 each, and $5 goes back to the school. Give us a call, 775-727-9400, extension 201, to pre-order your DVD copy. Once again, graduation is May 31st. congratulations to all the graduates out there, and congratulations to the Plymouth Valley High School softball team. And I hear that, of course, the track team is doing very well as well. And we want to let everybody know that if you want to hook up to free local TV, all you need to do is call that same number, and we'll tell you how to do it. We'll even come out and hook you up. That's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and from all of us here at KPVM TV and Ace Country Radio 103.1 FM, have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.